Hello guys and gals of the internet, I'm Mr. Chaos of YouTube and Twitch TV, and it is time to start another replay playthrough and bring one of the best series on PlayStation back to the channel. Welcome to the playthrough of Uncharted 1 Drake's Fortune, this time on the PlayStation 5, part of the Nathan Drake collection that was released on the PlayStation 4. And it released at quite an interesting time. It released a few months, I think, before Uncharted 4 came out. And I made it a mission to play through the first 3 games before playing 4, because as 4 was coming out, I hadn't played the previous games yet, or at least not all of them. I did a playthrough of Uncharted 1 way back in my camera days, got halfway through 2, and then never went back to it afterwards for a few years until this had come out. And basically I then went to finish all 3 games, and the third one finished in upload terms a day or 2 before Uncharted 4 came out. What absolute amazing timing that was. I couldn't have timed it any better. Now, as you would have known, and as I just said, I've played this already, and very much like my replay playthrough, say, of Project PC or Resident Evil, it's really just to bring some favourite games of mine up to date, so to speak, with my way of doing videos and my method and all that, and really just to experience some of my favourite games once again and to play through it for you guys. Uncharted is one of them. Uncharted is one of my favourite series of all time. Well, Uncharted, it doesn't need to be said. All that needs to be said is renowned developer Naughty Dog. That's all that needs to be said. That's all I can really say. And you just know the quality of these games. Naughty Dog is a renowned developer. This was the project they undertook after finishing up with the Crash Bandicoot series. And it's just as good in quality as the Crash Bandicoot games and every other game from Naughty Dog that has ever come out. They have never put out a bad game, to my knowledge anyway. I could be wrong, but I don't think these guys have ever put out a bad game, and I don't think they ever will. So obviously, all 3 games remastered. Now, of course, when playing on the PlayStation 5, I don't really think that's going to really matter in terms of like changes to the game quality or anything, but to be completely honest, Uncharted isn't a game that really needed changing. It just needed bringing out at the height of the PlayStation 4's power. Everyone had bought a PlayStation 4 after not really going with the PlayStation 3 really because of how much it was when it first came out. I'm gonna leave the game's hints on because I haven't played this in such a long time, so I might forget a lot of it, so I'm going to leave it as is and leave those on for a while. I might turn them off later as I get more back into it, but definitely for maybe the first few chapters I'm probably going to need them back on just to refresh my memory. Yeah, so this came out at the height of the PlayStation 4's power when everyone and their mother was buying one, after missing out on the PS3. I don't know how this is actually going to... Do you know what? I'm just going to leave it on auto. I don't think it matters. I hope it doesn't matter in terms of what you guys can hear. I don't want to change it and you guys get no sound. So I'm probably just going to leave it. So yeah. So many people missed out on the PlayStation 3 because of how much it costs. The PlayStation 4 was so different. And it got so popular, and then everyone was like, you know what, I never played Uncharted, I never played Infamous. And basically, this came out at a very weird trend for PlayStation. They remastered a lot of games. But Beyond Two Souls, Heavy Rain, and then the Uncharted collection were 3 notable ones. But Infamous never made the cut, weirdly enough. So I never really understood why that was, because Infamous is one of those PlayStation franchises that I've ever played. It's probably the only one I'm missing at this point. But yeah, let's bring the Uncharted series back and up to date with my video format, so to speak. Uncharted 1 is supposedly the toughest one in the series, but I didn't really find that. I found it, well, not easy, but I didn't find it hard either. Funny thing with the Uncharted series as a whole is, I figured out most of the puzzles by complete luck and randomness.
I'm here off the coast of Panama, where we just recovered what we believe to be the coffin of legendary explorer Sir Francis Drake, who was buried at sea over 400 years ago. Are you sure you want to be defiling your ancestors' remains like that?
You make it sound so dirty. Besides, thought you didn't believe me.
Well, I did do my research, and apparently Francis Drake didn't have any children.
Well, history can't be wrong, you know.
You find out much later the truth about that.
You can't defile an empty coffin.
In Uncharted 4, they actually explain what that was all about.
You devil.
What is it? Come on, hold it up.
No way.
Yeah.
Deal was for a coffin. That's it.
Wait a minute. If my show hadn't have funded this expedition, you wouldn't have...
got your story, lady.
Look, Mr. Drake, you signed a contract. I have a right to see every single thing that...
Could you hold that thought?
Huh.
Sully, we got some trouble. Hurry it up.
Okay, what's going on?
Pirates.
Pirates?
Yeah, the modern kind. They don't take prisoners. At least not male prisoners.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Huh. That.
Shouldn't we call the authorities or something?
Yeah, that'd be a great idea, but we don't exactly have a permit to be here.
What?
Of course
Yeah, so
not.
unless you want to end up in a Panamanian jail, we should probably handle this ourselves.
Yeah.
Well, what's worse?
You
Well,
obviously
so
haven't been in a Panamanian
jail.
jail. Do you know how to use
Use
one of these?
Yeah, it's like a camera. You just point and
shoot,
shoot, right?
Good girl.
Well,
Here we go.
that is the basic concept, but it's a bit more complicated than that, but we ain't got time
How
for
the hell they
that.
find us out here?
These guys have been tailing me for weeks. Thought I lost them.
So what'd you do to piss them off?
I was being
Kind of
followed.
a long story.
These guys don't like you much, do they?
No.
Less talking, more shooting.
Bitch.
Hurry up, Sully.
Oh yeah, R1 to reload. That's gonna be weird. That was one of the really weird buttons, like R1 to reload. That was weird.
They're climbing a wall!
What's up, nerd?
Oh, no, you don't.
Get beat up. Ow. Scrub. Huh. I love the hand-to-hand combat in this game. That's one thing. I love the cover system, the gunplay, and the hand-to-hand combat. It's all awesome. I've always had a thing for games with cover systems. I don't know whether it's just the authenticity of being undercover, but I've always liked them. Get over here, nerd. I'm a wrestler, don't you know? I was in the ring. My alias was... I don't know where I was going with that joke, but there you go. I was trying to think of something really quick there, and I failed miserably. Superman punch. There you go, Nathan's Superman. How about that? That was stupid. Anyway. Oh, these scrubs. Oh, nice. My name's beating. See, nerd. Where'd you come from? Bitch! I think I've got times 2 bullets. Huh. Ow! Ow!
Okay, that's not good.
What's that?
Lit up! Quite funny, the DualSense controller is actually flashing yellow.
Cavalry's here.
Oh, thank God.
Abandoned ship!
Damn it. Whole ship's gonna blow. We gotta jump.
Abandoned ship.
Oh, wait.
What are you doing?
Okay.
Come on.
She kind of needs the camera break. Ugh. Epic explosion!
I can't leave you alone for a minute, can I?
I had everything under control until they blew up the boat.
Debatable.
Nothing that years of therapy won't fix.
Well, if it isn't the beautiful and talented Elena Fisher.
Flattery will get you screen time.
Yeah, I'm more of a behind-the-scenes kind of guy. Victor Sullivan.
That's fair.
For
Christ's sakes.
What do you say we get out of here before we attract any more attention?
I think you've got enough already.
Well?
Little present from Sir Francis.
Oh, so you found the coffin. Wait a minute, is this what I think it is?
Drake's lost diary. He faked his death, just like I said, Sully. He must have been onto something big.
Yeah, well, let's just keep that between us.
Thanks for the loan, Mr. Drake. I think I've earned a look at that diary when we land.
I'm not really sure about that line because he says he's faked his death, and it's like, I think he's pretty dead. 400 years ago or not, it's very unlikely we're going to find him alive at this time.
Completely by surprise. He captured their ships. He took all their maps, their letters, their journals, and he recorded everything in this diary.
So this...
But when he got back to England, Queen Elizabeth confiscated all of his charts and logbooks, including this one, and then swore his entire crew to silence.
Yeah, so this...
You see, Drake discovered something on that voyage, Sully. Something so secret and so valuable, they couldn't risk it getting out.
All right, Nate, just pretend for a minute that I don't really care about any of that stuff and cut to the chase, would you?
Man only interested in the climax. He must be a real hit with the ladies.
Never had any complaints.
Okay, then. I'll jump to the good part, just for you.
Ho, ho, ho.
Huh?
El goddamn Dorado.
He was onto something big, all right.
Does it say anything else?
Oh, so now you're interested, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, no. Last page was torn out. I'm telling you, Sully. This is it. This is finally it.
Yeah. Only... we got one little problem.
Yes, that's what I said. It blew up. It sank. No, that's why we have insurance, right? Oh.
No.
Oh no, the camera? No, the camera's fine. Don't worry about the camera. Still as good as new.
Barely.
Sully, the girl can hold her own. You should have seen her.
Fine.
True.
You go on out there and you tell her, we just found the lost city of gold. Maybe her producer can get it on the air tonight.
Oh, come on.
Nate, do you trust me?
More or less.
Good. Because we're going to have every two-bit scumbag in the world racing us to this treasure unless we cut her loose right now.
You're a
Not
real gentleman,
necessarily.
Sully.
I know. It stinks.
Stinks.
She'll get over it.
No, I don't
To be
care
fair,
about
she will.
budget. I mean, do you realize
Spoilers,
this could
spoilers,
be like
spoilers.
the biggest story of the year?
Not really spoilers.
Hi. No, I don't trust him, okay? That's why we need to move fast. So just get me the camera crew, and I promise you that...
Yeah, how's that working for you? See, nerd?
Bitch. Hey! Should have seen that one coming.
You were saying?
Ugh.
So already chapter 2.
Oh, hold on. Hold on, kid. I'm not as young as I used to be.
Yeah, you weren't too old for that little barmaid in Lima, were you?
Ha, well, that was different. Although I must admit, equally as strenuous.
Well, hang in there, old-timer. We're just about there.
You know, this reminds me. I ever tell you about the time I pawned a phony 16th century Santo off on Pablo Escobar? Risky move, but by the time he figured it out, I was... Nate, are you even listening to me?
Hanging on every word.
Why waste my breath?
I can't remember how many of the treasures I found in my initial playthroughs. Oh, okay. Because, of course, if you're a curious eye, and you like to look around and explore, in some locations you can find shinies, as the girl from Oz used to call them. See, this is the one thing, right, that I've never understood about Naughty Dog's games, right? When you jump on the spot, I mean, particularly in like The Last of Us, I think in this game it's not as bad, but they come up, like, their characters always come over as the least athletic dudes ever. Like the Last of Us, right? There's a shiny. The Last of Us, in particular, in the first game, you have this hop that they could be easily made without using a wooden plank, but they made you go and use the wooden plank because Joel's jump sucks. So, yeah, it always seems to be the case in like their games that they're only most athletic when the plot demands it. So we found the first treasure. That would be a trophy, but I've already unlocked it. So. I'm not gonna kind of burn through these games. I'm probably gonna take a little more time than I probably would have done in my original runs. I think I did that in the first place, like in the second run in particular. But I was always in the back of my mind saying, I've got to finish this before Uncharted 4 comes out. Now have a look at this. This was on the PlayStation 3, right? Look at that realistic system in the water. You can actually see how wet his clothes are. That's a sick little detail. Look, you can see the water effects on his clothes. That's neat. This game on the PlayStation 3 looked absolutely jaw-dropping for the time.
You really think Francis Drake came all the way up here, huh? We're an awful long way from England.
Yeah, so Nathan Drake's English, I believe. I believe he is. Yeah, but this game was really fantastic for the time. It was probably one of the first games that really showed the graphical
According to this, we're
splendor
right
on the PlayStation 3.
Maybe you're not reading that thing right. Let me see it.
No, this is the place.
There's nothing here, Nate. Another goddamn dead end.
Easy, Sully. Just relax.
I'm a hunter for a reason. I don't know that this is being like, I don't know what the word is, but Nathan Drake basically became the male Lara Croft, as it were. You know, the adventurer. And he shares a lot of qualities with Lara Croft. Like explorer, adventurer, formidable gunfighter.
This is like trying to find a bride in a brothel.
And all three Uncharted games also looked stunning. So when this came out, they didn't really need to do a lot of changes and tweaks to the graphical system because it was already looking so good. I think the thing they probably did increase was the frames per second. Like, this is running at a smooth 60 right now.
Hell no. This is more like it. What do you think this is, Incan?
Nah, it's older than that. Like 2,000 years older.
Huh. See
what I mean? Like Lara Croft, he's really into like fascination of like things that are like ancient. Lara was exactly the same, especially in the old days, like not the old days, but the original Tomb Raiders. If you know what I mean. I say old days. Makes me feel old. I mean, I am old, but that's not the point. One thing I didn't notice in the series from my original playthroughs is that it was very easy to get lost. It's easiest to get lost. It's not really hard to find your way, but initially when you walk into an area in Uncharted, sometimes you're going to feel like really lost on your first look. It takes a while to find where you need to go. I'm exploring, seeing if there's things to pick up and shinies. What I always tend to do,
Nothing yet.
what I always tend to do is just find what I can, and then go back and play it again, and probably use a video to get most of the others.
Whoa, be careful up there.
Because I'm not a really good explorer, so I just cheat. I beat the game, so you know it's not exactly hardcore cheating. Oh shit. And just as an update on The Last of Us for you guys, I have beat the game, and my save file includes the New Game Plus. So you will be seeing the New Game Plus run in the future. I haven't deleted it like I absolutely idiotically did last time I beat that game, and I deleted the save file like an idiot. I've kept it this time. So there you go. I will be playing that New Game Plus run in the future. Push that rock. A hidden
Good
floor.
work, kid.
Shit. Damn it. I was actually going in the correct direction. I wanted to go other ways in case there's things to find. Actually, come to think of it, yeah, I don't think we could have got there anyway. Just keep going this way. Okay, we've done all that. Let's go down. Going down.
The flashlights for this one. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Batman! Batman's nearby.
What a warm and homey place, huh?
Well, not quite what you were expecting, huh?
Yeah. Where's all the damn gold?
This place was picked clean centuries ago.
No good limey pirate.
No, it wasn't Drake. Check this out. Looks like the Spanish got here before he did. What the hell, Sully?
Nate, I'm not looking for a lousy piece of tin. I'm up to my eyeballs in debt. I was really counting on this one.
Too many big bar tabs in Lima, I guess.
That and, well, just a few bad deals.
A few, huh?
Well, I always told you to stay away from the bad guys. And the bad girls.
Yeah? Look who's talking.
What's that supposed to mean?
That reporter? I saw the way you were eyeing her.
Elena? Please. I snuffed any chance with her the second we ditched her on that dock.
All's fair in love and war, kid.
And what if you can't tell the difference?
Then, my friend, you are in big trouble. Those Spaniards sure left a lot of crap behind.
Oh,
Careful,
let's
Nate.
throw hands.
Quite a drop.
Aware.
You're not kidding.
Ha! That'll work.
I mean, look at this. See what I mean? Look at this little hop he can do. But when it comes to like big jumps, he can leap like no tomorrow. What?
Here, let me do that. I'll hold it open. See if you can jam it from the other side.
All right, let go. This ought to hold it. Hurry, Sully!
That was a little too close.
That didn't hold it.
Let's hope this place has a back door, huh?
You know, this looks familiar. I think there's something in Drake's journal about this. Yeah, here it is. Looks like this thing is some kind of lamp or brazier. See if you can light it.
So, after all your bitching about the cigar, now it comes in handy, huh? We gotta figure a way to clear this debris.
Nice.
Oh, dear.
Now what?
I'm on it. I'm the player.
Nate. You might have been able to do that 30 years ago.
That's what I'm for. Oh shit.
Oh no.
Well, that sucked. I'm a monkey. See, I thought we'd have to jump on that and then jump back to the vine that was there. Oh, okay. It was this one. You guys hear that? Oops. I honestly didn't think that would happen. What the fuck? Man, so many in the times in my original play, like, especially my second playthroughs of like 2. Well, 1 was the second, and then 2 was like half of it. My original one was the second, and then my original one 2, like, that I kept up for years was like. Let me try that again. My second run of 2, which was an actual run that I actually redid